Hi, I'm Paul from Test Data Services, and this video extends from the previous one where we talk about an age distribution of test data using a normal distribution, and now we're going to skew it. So this animation you can see here is moving from a -2 skew through a normal distribution to a +2 skew. Now you can tell if the skew is negative or positive by which side the tail is on. The tail's on the left, so it's negative skew, and the tail's on the right, so it's a positive skew. This is moving from, when it's on this side, a negative skew of 2.0 through 0 all the way to to plus 2.0. And I'll show you how we can actually generate this now. So the way to generate it is to go into Postman and then import this collection, which is in the description below. And the first step is to create a new subscription. We do this so that we've got a unique subscription. No one else will be able to access that. They won't be able to know what it is, and nothing that you do is known by anyone else, and then no one else can mess with what you've done. So that's the subscription. And now we can generate a distribution for that subscription. So in this case, I'm using this URL, and that's the subscription key, the one we just generated. I'm setting a male probability of 50%, a mean age of 56 years of age, standard deviation of 2 years of age, and I've got a skew, a positive skew of 2. And now when I do this, it's generated a distribution. Now we can look at it. So we use this call to look at it. We only have to pass in the subscription key. Then we can click on the visualize, scroll it, and now we can see we've got age 54 here with hardly any identities, and then by the time we get to 56, we're at very popular, and then it trails off from there on really, and there's hardly anything by 74 years of age. So if we went out to get a person, we can see the age, the year of birth. There's also month and day in here, but the year of birth is 1963, 61, 63, 58, 58, 65, 64. So we can see that nice mix, which is great. Let's have a look at another one, another example. So this is also a positive skew, this time graduating age. So often when we're running a test, we might be doing a test for a system that's interacting with new students or students that are graduating or entering the workforce after graduating or whatever. If we were to use this distribution, which has got a mean age of 22 and a standard deviation of 2. That's the standard deviation, and then we're skewing it with a +2 factor. Now, that's not mathematically precise. It's just a way of me skewing the data. If you get this data and you do a skew analysis on it, it might not be exactly 2. That's not really the point. It's so that we can skew it and you can visually see what you think. So this is what this will look like. Oops, view distribution. And we visualize. So now we can see that we've got a few people close to 20 years old, quite a few with 21 years of age, and then lots from 22 to say 24, and then it's trailing off from there. Now if we were to hit get person, then we will see the year of birth, 1996, 94, 91, 97, 98, 98, and so on, 1990. Now let's look at another one. This one's a negative skew, and the example I'm using this time is for life insurance claims. So often someone will be left a life insurance policy, a beneficiary other than the person whose life is insured, or maybe it is the person's life insured and it's paying off a debt as well. But this is made up, but this is what it might look like. So say the mean age might be 50 with a very big standard deviation and a slightly negative skew. Let's submit that and let's have a look at it. Now in this case, we can see that it looks almost normal, but you can see there is more on the left, which is why it's negative, than on the right. And in life insurance, often it gets expensive to insure life as you're entering older age. So a lot of people stop their policies when they're in their 50s, even, and especially 60s. So the chance of them then making a claim is reduced. And but in the earlier years of life, insurance is a lot cheaper, but there are still claims. So that's just an example distribution. But to show you how to sort of change that to make it so you can have it the way you like it, let's change that distribution to minus 0.5. Oops, why is it? Oh, I'm going to change it here. Send. And let's have a look at it now. So this is with a 0.25 negative skew, and this is with a 0.5 negative skew. So you can see we've really moved that shape, and also the years down the bottom have changed quite a bit as well. So this is very useful when you're doing tests against systems where age is important, especially if the age affects the questions that have got to be answered, or the workflow, or the interactions, screens to be visited, functions to be processed. It's important that you have a sensible mix. So if you've got a subscription, maybe the email one or MFA or both for functional automation testing, then you can use this as well. And this is just a nice bonus feature for being able to get a clever and easy way of getting the age mix that you want into your test data. Hope you find it useful. Have a great day.